You don't have like any kind of a drug past or anything like you're
Not
like,
yet. No. So
Okay,
far, so good.
that's funny.
Still plenty of time.
But what's that like? Like never, heroin's the one drug that I never did.
How come? And do you regret that?
Well, it's interesting. I don't regret it because I kind of made a decision, and I didn't even know what it was based on. I hadn't done any research and didn't really have a ton of data. I saw heroin as I would do it once and die, or do it once and then need to do it every day for a long time until I died.
Well, that's just objective truth. That's
Right,
like the facts.
right.
And
But I just knew that, and so I was doing. It would have been like '93, and I was doing Musketeers, but I had to leave and come back. I was coming back through Germany, and I stopped off in Hamburg, right?
Yeah.
And I was with this limo driver, and I said, "Can you get me some shit, right? Can you get me some shit?" And he said, and I thought he knew I meant cocaine, right? So he goes into a bar, he comes back out, and he hands a bindle into the back seat, right? And so it was a trip. So I open it up. It's super dark, right? I grab like a glob of it. I don't even have a spoon or a knife or anything. And I grab a glob, and I've got it up to my nose. We pass, we're on this super dark street. He's going about 30 miles an hour. It's about 2 a.m. And there's one light from this pub, like the thinnest, dimmest light you can imagine, that catches the bindle for like a 50th of a second. And I see that it's brown.
Oh, no.
And I get to hear, and I'm like, hey, whoa, sir. This is not the shit that I was hoping for, right? And so my buddy Dave, he's White Dave in the book, he would call it Schnee. And we thought it was just a word that we made up, right? Schnee, Schnee turns out to be the German word for snow. So he says up front, oh, Schnee, you wanted Schnee. And so I probably was that close to just
either dying or doing it for the rest of your life.
Rigor and foam or awesomeness. Yeah.
Well, it was probably, and that was at a time before it probably would have been a long-term awesomeness, as you called it, as opposed to rigor and foam, because it was pre-fentanyl.
Yeah.
So nowadays, let's be honest, Mr. Sheen, if what you had been doing in the 80s and 90s was today, you would be dead.
Easily.
Yeah. Because there's a real crisis out there, a real epidemic with fentanyl, and it's wild.
Yeah, no. My ex-wife, Brooke, her fiance, this like terrific guy named, well, I probably shouldn't say his name, but anyway, he, successful businessman, decent dude, terrific athlete, put together, young, 33, whatever, and just in and out of rehab. And he went to a place, and he wasn't ready to settle in, and he scored a bag from one of the other inmates, one of the other clients, and went into the bathroom and just jammed the giant rail and was dead before he hit the floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
I know, right? Yeah. And it was almost pure fentanyl, So I can't even imagine. And it's like, I talk to people today or younger kids or whatever, and I tell them, look, man, this is not, you can't party like Sheen because it's not. I said it's Russian roulette in a Smith 649 with 4 bullets.
Yeah.
That was for the gun enthusiasts out there. Yeah.
Went over our heads.
No, not mine. I got it.
Right on.
I got a.
This might be a weird CTA for the beginning of an Impaulsive episode, but if you are partaking in any of those activities, please get test kits and test your stuff. I know it's like a crazy
they sell that
topic,
shit on Amazon, right?
Yeah.
So
so you can like
there's test kits out there. There's
to take that even a step further.
Don't do drugs. Sorry for the niche audience out there that actually is. Just be safe about it.
Yeah, the math is pretty simple, isn't it?
It's so simple.
It's like
it
one
feels
step.
pretty logical to me. Like you're playing with your life. You're gambling with your life.
Right.
And even in a way where if you were to do the stuff that you did back then today, dude, there's cameras everywhere now.
There's
cameras everywhere.
So
So
and if they're not stationed, they are, you know,
Floating.
handheld. Yeah.
you know, and so like
Yeah.
you get caught on camera drunk or high on drugs doing some shit that is gonna live forever.
Sure.
You know, maybe it'll be hard to get a job or like, you know, lose friends, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
it's like a face tattoo.
I mean,
know.
We call it a job stopper. That's
Yeah,
what we call
yeah.
it. A
There you
naked
go.
face tattoo.
Yeah.
Nice,
with the
nice.
simplicity of the DARE program and such an easy don't do drugs. What went wrong with you? You know, because everybody makes it very simple and makes it this, you know, whole. There's so much simplicity in don't do drugs, but a lot of people do.
Yeah, no, it was just it was ingrained in the whole, just in the whole scene and the whole process. It was just it was just always on the menu. You know, it was always it was just what everybody did. You know, and it was just felt like a path that you followed if you know you're struggling to get work, and then you hit big or get a job that leads to the next one that suddenly you're not auditioning anymore, and then you start making more dough and just more access and deeper into every cookie jar, you know, and then yeah, but it's interesting because, you know, I talk about it in the book, I talk about it in the doc that I was able to, you know, to do it enough and then pull it back and go back to work and kind of just, you know, to deliver what they hired me to do. But then, you know, that like I would try to, you know, the stop, start. Well, you know, that whole thing.
Of
right?
course.
And then it's, you know, we're like, okay, I need 6 weeks to get my head right for this job. And that turns into 3. And then, that turns into 3 days. And then it's like, do you guys really have to start when you said you were going to? Yeah. Do you really need me like August 1st? It's still kind of hot. And you know what I mean? It's like, so then you start trying to negotiate everything, you know? You don't have like any kind of a drug past or anything like you're
Not
like,
yet, no. So
Okay,
far so good.
that's funny.
Still plenty of time.
But what's that like? Like never. I don't mean to pry, but that's a trip, man. Like just you drank a little bit in the high school and college, or
No, I waited till I was 18 to drink. So none in high school. Like, dude, ironically, the DARE program really worked on me.
Seriously?
Dude, I don't want to I don't want to
t-shirt?
judge anyone.
Like
I didn't
with
have the T-shirt, but
like where the cop comes to the classroom.
yes, dude, it worked out. I literally was like, dude, people who are fucking drinking in high school and even in college, I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I was like, I just felt like they were fucking losers.
You're not going to get roasted for it.
I just felt like they were fucking losers, bro.
Wow.
Like when I was in school, I was like, dude, I'm here to get an education so I
Okay.
can be successful when I'm older.
Wow.
And when I'm successful, like yesterday, last night, bro.
Yeah.
We was drinking.
Right on.
Hey guys, if you like that clip, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more zany clips, click the video right here.